Hey everybody, it's Captain Adonis, and we are back for the final installation of this Outpost leveling to 10 series. I told you that I would be back at level 10. I did develop a cold between there, so I've been recovering, so that's why the video is so late. I apologize for that, but anyway, we are back, and we are going to craft to level 10 on our quick crafts, and then I'm going to show you a couple little new tips that I've learned. So enjoy. So right now we are in the outpost. I have a little cabin here. I've been gathering fiber and making bandages. You can see I'm 160 of 161, so I'm very close to going to level 10. So as soon as I hit level 10, we're going to call that an episode and a series for the leveling. So I'm going to destroy all these, get half my fiber back, because that's how you do this, and then you just craft up a whole bunch more. You just max it out, hit craft, so that'll give me 35, that'll give me 3,500. No, 35, and it's 28 per, so yeah, that'll give me a little over 1,000, but that should put me over the top. But a couple of tips I wanted to share with you. All right, so say you built this nice little cabin and you got a box and you got inventory in it, okay? And you're like, geez, I'd really like to move all of this, as much fiber over as I can. I can hold down control and I can click and it'll put one over at a time, which is pretty useful. But if I hold shift and control, I can move the whole stack. Now, there wasn't enough room, but there you go. See the leather? I can move the whole thing over. It's so adorable. I didn't know about this for the longest time. It's a great way to organize your stuff, but it's a great way to move everything over at once. So if you've gone out and you've gathered a whole bunch of wood, instead of click, 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 move the wood into some sort of container, you can totally move the entire stack of it over. So that's a good pro tip for you. All right, and the other pro tip is when you're gathering stuff, always use a nope, I broke it. Always use, oh, and I don't have any bone because that's over in my, I put it all away. So, and I don't need all my bones, so I'm just going to take 70. Whoop, that's my bone. I'm going to take the bone and then repair my sickle. So if you don't know how to do that, you right click on it and you hit repair. It said on there what you needed was bone, and then it'll take, and it'll totally exhaust you. Because apparently exhaustion happens when you have to craft something, or repair it. So we'll gather more fiber here, just so we have enough. Like I said, guys, this is a grindy process to level 10, but once you get to level 10, by then, hopefully you've picked a career path that you know you're going to go down. You know, whether you be a gatherer, and if you are, there's gathering, you know, like using a sickle on your talents, and that's what I'm talking about is your talents. You can carry more weight. That's always a good one to have. I have picked skilled picker, which gives me 10% yield, or I'm sorry, plus 20% yield from foraging, so I get 20% more fiber, and then a 30% chance to find more resources in plants. Now, plants are, I just saw one. Plants are these, okay? So this is yeast. It's used in herbalism. One of the nice things is as you're leveling, you can take, you know, from this tech tree, you can pick stuff. I didn't pick a lot of stuff to start with. I picked just the bare minimum. I picked a knife, bone knife, to get to the bone sickle, which is what I'm using. Okay, I picked a bow, and I picked stone arrows, and then bone arrows, which is much better than the stone arrows. You look at the stone arrows, they do up to 35 damage, and this one does up to 60, so it's damn near double. I highly recommend getting a bone. Now, but you have to kill animals to get bone. Okay, suture kits are good if you get attacked by bears, which in this outpost you don't have them. Same way as a splint. Splints, if you jump off the ledge and you break your leg, this will help repair that leg. But the bandages were the most important. And then I think I took the oxidizer and the small wooden crate just to have storage. I also took the wood building. I don't like the thatch. It is cheaper, but the thatch blows away a lot more, which is not a big deal. You just come back here and you get the repair hammer, which is right here, wood repair hammer. And then the building upgrade tool is nice, so you can upgrade thatch to wood, wood to stone, so you can upgrade your buildings. But then I took floor and wall and door and built that little hut. And I'm sure you guys saw on the last videos if you've watched this series. I built this little alcove here for my fireplace, so it's next to my bedroll, but it won't. I won't step on it to catch on fire, because that is a thing, and I'll show you that right when we end here. So you need to be near a campfire to get the 10% bonus, because you get the warm and fuzzy feeling. You get this warm and cozy, and you can see on the stats, the third one down is plus 10 experience gain. That's huge. Whoops, I'm out of wood. Okay, I have some wood in here. Let's grab the wood. Put more wood in there. I'm just about ready to craft when my fire went out. So you just throw it in there as fuel, and there's all sorts of fuel. There's coal. You can throw fiber in there. You can throw sticks in there, but wood seems to last quite a while. And then you can, cook your meat in there and your fish. The charcoal is good for later on for herbalism, and that was one of the things I was going to talk about. Was the herbalism bench that's tier 2. So once you get to level 10, if you decide to go down that route, you open up the mortar and pestle and get flour. Then when you go out and you find the wheat out there, and I thought there was some wheat right nearby, I think, wasn't there? Over here? I don't remember. Anyway, and if you don't know wheat, what it looks like, I'm sorry, then you're not old enough to play this game. No, I'm just kidding. You gather wheat. Wait, I thought there was just some right by us. Anyway, you gather wheat, you turn the wheat into flour, into mortar and pestle, and then you need to take your herbalism bench, which is also the tier 2, okay? Just down from the mortar and pestle. Take the herbalism bench, and then you need to take flatbread dough. Flatbread will give you another 5% experience if you have eaten it, okay? Let's consume one of these. There we go. Which now that you're leveling, tier 2, you're level 10, and you're crafting, you want to have dough, you want to have flatbread. To get that bonus, you want to be near a fire, and it doesn't make any difference whether it be a little campfire like this or a big roaring fireplace. It doesn't make any difference as long as you're near it and you're getting that, like I said, the warm and fuzzy, warm and cozy experience. That's 10% plus the doughs, another 15. And when you're crafting, you will get a lot more experience. So let's show you. So right there, you can see in the upper right, left-hand corner, I'm getting 28 experience. I run away from the fire, so I don't get the warm and cozy. I'm only doing 20, so I'm gaining 8 more experience by being near the fire, which I thought, 10% of 20 was 2, but I'm not going to complain. So, if they can't do math, that's not my problem. All right, there we go, guys. We're level 10. So that opens up the next tier 2 in the tech tree. And the first thing you have to take is the crafting bench, because everything's made in the crafting bench. You take the crafting bench, then you can do this oxide dissolver, which you can make bladders, and also, it's so much better as you go on. There's grow plots. There's the skinning bench, which I highly recommend if you're going to be a hunter. That is huge. Now, what I said when you get to level 10 is that you should have picked your path for your talents. Okay, whether you want to be a logger or whether you want to be a miner. So if you're a miner, you want to go start with Rockstar and go all the way down. This Lucky Strike right now is bugged, so it seems like with certain people, I've noticed that they're hitting one rock and they get the whole rock. It's not a 1% chance, it happens all the time. Loggers have the same thing called Peerless Lumberjack. 1% chance to fell the tree instantly, okay? It doesn't give you any more, it's just one chop and only goes off 1% of the time. I don't recommend taking it. I really don't. I recommend stopping at seasoned logsmen, because that will automatically, when you chop down a tree, it splits into 4 logs, and then, that section drops off to one section. You chop that section, it drops into 4 wood pieces, and you pick up 4 wood pieces. That's okay, but it's annoying. It takes time. But if you have that logsman, you hit it with a hatchet a second time, it takes that whole log, throws it in your inventory as 4 pieces. Much preferred. A lot nicer. Okay, there's just comfort things in all this stuff. So by the time you get to there, you should decide whether you're going to be a camp cook, where you can do, like I said, the cooking station allows you to make cream corn, fruit and veggie bowls, I think, or salads or something like that, which are just different types of food. But the mortar and pestle is almost a plus, because you have to have carbon paste, you have to have steel powder, you have to have gunpowder, all this stuff, and flour's definitely important to make guns. But as you can see, requires level 20, so you don't get guns till tier 3, and those are right here. And bolt action rifles, shotguns, pistols. I mean, it's a lot of fun when you get to that point. So keep trucking, keep grinding. Get to level 10, and your life will be so much better. Don't use up your tech tree points. Save them so you can figure out what path you want to go down. Don't use your talent points except for a few basics. I took skilled picker and all the good stuff because it gives you better chances for resources. I also went down to combat, or I guess I didn't on this character, but I normally would because I use a bow a lot. So I go down quick load, I get all the way down to bullseye, which is 30% accuracy. A lot of times I'll quit right there. But I have taken it all the way down to homing instinct, which, it works, it's okay. But I really like getting down to soft spot 1 and soft spot 2 and getting those, because that's critical damage. 5% and 10%, that's 15% total. I don't think I've ever seen where it fires an additional arrow. I don't think I've seen that. It may have fired 2 and it's just as 1, so it doubles the damage, I suppose. I really haven't been looking for that. So, but as you get better, there's also the shotgun, rifle reductions. There's rifle talents. So don't go nuts on your talents. You only have 40. So you can go to level 99 and get a whole bunch of tech tree points and unlock a whole bunch of stuff. But you can only get 40 talent points. So you really, and you're not gonna take all of this stuff with 40 talents. So word to the wise, please, really pay attention to your talent points. Research that's what it does for you, if that's what you're thinking it does, before you take it. The 1% stuff is bullshit. Don't take it. It's not worth it, except for the stone. Apparently it's bugged, but I guarantee you they're gonna fix it. So, plus it's annoying. My buddy went to a cave and he had to open the cave up, and as soon as he hit the cave wall, he had like 2,000 stone in his inventory, and he was pinned right there. He couldn't move. It was funny as shit. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been a great series. There's my tips series to level 10. I'll see you out there in the Icarus verse, and if you don't see me, or if you're looking for someone to play with or something like that, hit me up on Steam. all my links are in my account or in the description. I also have a Discord. It's not mine, so you have to be really good about it. So if you're one of those 12-year-old freaks that thinks he knows everything, don't bother, because we'll just boot you right out. So thanks everybody for coming and watching the video series. Don't forget, I got a really funny smoke grenade video. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It is hilarious. Nobody knew I had smoke grenades, and they thought their generator and wiring was burning up. It was absolutely hilarious. But for now, thanks everybody. This is Captain Adonis, and I'm out.